Well, what can you tell us?
Well, Colette, the court heard that Henry's mother, Deborah, had a normal pregnancy with him in 2012, and she presented to Portunkilla Hospital in August in labour of that in August of that year, in labour 5 days before his due date. Now, during labour, she became very unwell. She had very high temperature, and when Henry was born the following morning, he had the cord wrapped around his neck. Now, Deborah continued to feel unwell. She eventually was diagnosed with septicemia, but when Henry was given back to her, she also noted that Henry was unwell. He wasn't feeding at all, and she says that she notified the nurses about this several times throughout the course of the day, but she alleges that her complaints were not taken seriously until 6 p.m. when a paediatrician examined Henry and noted that his breathing and his heart rate were very fast. He also had an elevated temperature, and also there was bulging on his soft spot. Now, after that, he also developed seizures, and he was then transferred to the Rotunda Hospital in Dublin, where he was diagnosed with meningitis and septicemia. He had to be put into an induced coma, and he was actually in ICU for 3 weeks. Now, the Nally family were represented by Richard Keane and Esther Early, instructed by Ciara O'Reilly of Keane Solicitors in court, and they told the court that it was their case that Deborah's infection should have indicated that Henry may have also had an infection, and they allege that too little was done by Portunkilla too late. So after several months and years of negotiations, the family have settled their case against the HSE today for €14 million without an admission of liability. And after that settlement, Deborah Nally spoke briefly outside court, and she said she couldn't believe that this day had finally come.
We will be forever grateful to our solicitor Ciara, who has fought our son's case every step of the way and left no stone unturned in getting this case finalised. The settlement achieved will secure all of Henry's needs going forward. Henry is now 9 years of age. He is a witty, determined and very sociable little boy who always lights up a room with his smile. He has a very close bond with his brother Luke, who is always looking out for him and protecting him. Finally, we would like to thank our family and close friends for all their support over the years, which has been very much appreciated.
Now, Henry continues to use a wheelchair. He is quite severely disabled and will require an awful lot of care. So Mr Justice Paul Coffey said today he had no hesitation in approving this settlement, and he said he was pleased that this money was now available to the Nally family as it should be. He directed that there should be some payouts for some money that they've already spent, and also for some home alterations, and he wished the family all the best for the future.